Hello everyone. This course is about IP system installation and configuration. To realize the IP system configuration, the operation steps are shown as this charted. The first part is to connect the system, and then take installation and configuration of IPC NVR DSS. So our course will also be divided into these parts. For the system connection, it includes power, network and other cables like TMIR VGA cable. All devices need to connect with power. The input power voltage should be same with device specifications. The adapter voltage multiply current should be more than device power consumption. All IP devices connect via network. IPC connect with switch access port. NVR DSS connect with switch uplink port larger bandwidth. NVR DSS connect with monitor via HDMI VGA cable. Next, we will introduce how to take IPC installation and configuration. For IPC installation, we need to know the camera interface, installation preparation, installation distance, height, angle, and how to install the camera properly. Different models have different interfaces. Here we take the IA motorized bullet camera as an example. Interfaces of the camera cable include audio output and input port to realize audio signals transmission, network port connecting to standard Ethernet cable. Some models also support alarm signal input and output. The power connection is the most important part. Before we connect, we must refer to the device tag to ensure the power consumption. The internal interface includes SD card slot, reset button, 2-direction button and analog output button. When we first receive the device, we need to check what is in the box. Except the camera and cables, there are also some accessories. For example, the installation positioning map is help to mark the installation position. We can use screwdriver and mounting screws to install the IPC. Check the components if there is something missing or broken. Please contact Dahua as soon as possible. The installation distance, height, angle is also very important, because these directly determine the detect or recognition accuracy. Common IPC installation distance is related to focal length. Intelligent function has special installation requirements. We can use the project design tool to predict the installation position. Please make sure the installation surface can support at least the 3 times weight of the camera and the bracket. If the camera is installed in outdoor scenario, we should use waterproof connector while connecting network cable. The installation of dome camera is a little different with bullet camera. Generally, the external ports include network and power input port. The internal interface includes zoom, reset, video output, SD card, alarm and audio port. Check the components in the box. Install the camera based on detect or recognition distance requirements. Use the project design tool to predict the installation position. For the installation of dome camera, please refer to the picture according to the actual product. When installing the shield, make sure the indication sign are aligned. Speed dome camera is a little different with bullet or dome camera. The power of speed dome camera should be 24 voltages, in addition to network port, audio and alarm output. It also supports RS485 connection to realize camera debugging. The internal interface of speed dome camera also includes reset button and micro SD card slot. Check the components according to the device list. If the speed dome support auto track function or laser function, please make sure the installation height is more than 6 meters. Follow the installation instructions to install the quick installation connector and connect cables. Please make sure the 3 stainless screws of the quick installation port are firmly secure. The IR speed dome is fixed. The speed dome is straight. The steel wire connection is firm. After installing the IP camera, next we will take initial configuration for IPC, such as how to modify IP address, how to set image or encoding parameters, how to enable intelligent functions. First of all, we can use Config tool to search devices, initialize and modify device IP address. We can also visit device web page to initialize device and modify device IP address. Open the internet browser and input the device IP address. Then the interface goes to the initialization interface. Follow up the initialization guide to initialize the device. To modify the IP address, go to the interface, Setup, Network, TCP, IP, modify IP address and save. If it is the first time for you to log into the device web page, it will show the LiveView interface by default. We need to install the plugin, then the browser can show decoded live video. There are also some shortcut buttons on the LiveView interface to help us take quick camera operations, such as snapshot, zoom and focus, image adjustment, rules info. The general configuration includes how to log in the web interface, how to take general settings, like video stand, language, date and time, how to set channel name. The image quality is very important for video surveillance, so the image configuration is essential. On the LiveView interface, we can scroll the mouse to zoom in or out. For motorized camera model, we can adjust optical zoom and focus at the bottom left of the LiveView interface. We can take focus check via the Easy Focus button on the right corner of LiveView interface. Corridor mode is often used for long and narrow scenes. To set the corridor mode, we need to install the IPC flipping 90 degrees and enable the original size, and then set the camera conditions as flip 90 degrees. We should install the camera with proper light environment if the installation position is not so perfect. We should adjust picture, exposure, backlight mode or white balance to make the video and picture as normal. All the IPC support day mode profile and night mode profile. We can set switch schedule in profile management to adapt different light environment. WDR, wide dynamic range, is often used for the scene with both of bright and dark area. DWDR, digital WDR, is for the cameras which don't support true WDR. The effective true WDR is better than DWDR. For PTZ camera, we can set basic PTZ control via the control buttons. Also we can set preset, tour, scan and pattern functions. On the PTZ control interface, through the camera encoding setup, we can set video stream, resolution, frame rate and bit rate. The video stream includes mainstream and substream. Mainstream keeps all details in video. Substream support less bit rate for small window preview. Some models support 2 streams. Some models support 3 streams. Note: after smart codec is enabled, the device will not support third stream, ROI or intelligent event detection. Please refer to the actual interface for more details. The intelligent function setting can be generally divided into 3 parts. For the intelligent IPC, if you want to use the intelligent functions, you need enable Smart Plan firstly. Second, configure intelligent function and trigger some activation. Third, check function result. In addition to the initial configuration, we shall take basic maintenance for camera to make the device work normally. To default the system, click Default. All the configurations except IP address and account are reset to default. Click Factory Default. All the configurations are reset to factory settings. System version includes information like device type, software version, and web version. If the system version is not the latest, we need to upgrade the device. Please select the proper upgrade file. File extension is bin and then click the Update button to begin firmware update. Note: improper upgrade program may result in device malfunction. If you forget the login password, click Forgot Password in Login interface. Scan the QR code and there will be a security code sent to the email address you entered. Enter the security code as instructed. Please use the security code within 24 hours after you receive it. Otherwise, it will become invalid. If you fail to use the security code for 2 times continuously, there will be fail notice when you try to get a security code for the 3rd time. You will then have to reset the device to get a security code or wait 24 hours to get it again. At the last part of IPC configuration, we list some common questions and solutions. Question 1. How to determine whether the image color abnormality of IPC is caused by ICR. You can put your ear to the device and then switch to day and night mode to listen to see if there is any sound of ICR switching. At the same time, the scene of the problem lens can also look at the green object. General ICR stuck, green objects will tend to pink. Question 2. The screen has a rolling brown stripe. How to solve it? This is the flicker phenomenon, which can be solved by limiting the shutter to 10 multiples, such as 0 to 10 ms, 0 to 20 ms. Question 3. Electric zoom devices don't focus on the web. It is suggested to click Restore All and refresh to restore the initial position of the lens motor. These 2 buttons should not be used frequently under normal conditions, so as not to affect the motor life. Question 4. Can PoE IPC be connected to third-party PoE switch? PoE and PoE Plus can, but high PoE can't. Question 5. Why is the equipment time restored to 2000? The battery capacity is exhausted without charging. Question 6. Forget password. Press Reset button for 5 seconds to trigger factory default. If you meet some questions not listed, please contact technical support. Next is about NVR installation and configuration. For NVR installation, the most important part is hard disk installation. The SATA cable of our new equipment has better performance. It is recommended to use the new cable. The head of the new cable is written with a line of slanted words. The head of the old cable is an icon. Different models have different hard disk numbers, and the hard disk installation steps are different. Here is the installation methods of 1 or 2 hard disk model. Here is the installation methods of 4 hard disk model. Here is the installation methods of slot hard disk model. For other models, please refer to the actual product installation guide. The front panel and rear panel are shown as the figure. This is only for reference. Different models have different interfaces. Please refer to the user manual. These 2 figures show us the connection of different NVIA models. The difference is that the PoE NVIA has more Ethernet ports to supply power to IPCs. PoE IPC can connect with PoE ports directly without individual power supply. Some models support 2 HDMI ports. NVIA VGA or HDMI port 1 connect with monitor by VGA or HDMI cable. and HDMI port 2 is for sub-screen connection. The interface of NVIA can be divided into three parts. The main business module, including live view, playback, AI, alarm, post, operation, audio, and display. The management module, setting the camera, network, storage, system, account, and info. The navigation bar, quick settings for user, logout, P2P QR code. Similar to IPC configuration, we can use Config tool to initialize device and modify device IP address. And we can also visit device local menu or web page to initialize device and modify device IP address. The general setting include video standard, language, time. The user management is to authorize different accounts with different permissions. To take management of IPC, we need to add the camera to NVIA firstly. By device search, select the camera, and then add. Check the IP address, username and password. When connecting with Dahua IPC, it adopts private. The port number is 37777. When connecting with third-party IPC, it adopts ONVIF port. The port number is 80. If the PoE camera connect with NVIA PoE port directly, it will automatically bind the channel. And the port is same with the physical port no. There no need to add the camera again. And the NVIA will assign IP address for IPCs through PoE port. If you meet the common camera registration problems as shown on the picture, you can refer to the following instructions. NVIA can receive the video stream by the ATSP command. Default ATSP port is 554. It can be changed. The camera encode configuration is as same as the encoding setup in Camera Web. The NVIA will record a snapshot picture per second by default. On the Live View interface, right-click to choose multiple split view and adjust channel sequence. And there are also some common Live View menus on the Live interface, including channel status, like recording, motion detection. The control bar is often on the top of the interface. By control bar, we can realize instant play, zoom in or zoom out, snapshot quickly. And the navigation bar is often at the bottom of the Live View interface. To use navigation bar, you need to enable the function in General Interface. NVIA will decode the main stream by default in one split view, and decode the sub-stream if the decoding capability is not enough when in multiple split view. If there is no video, please check the encode mode or video stream. You can configure a tour of selected channels to repeat playing videos. The videos display in turn according to the channel group configured in tour settings. The system displays one channel group for a certain period and then automatically changes to the next channel group. Some devices support output video to several monitors and display the device operation menu or Live View. The storage configuration is also very important, including hard disk management, recording mode and recording schedule. The record mode includes auto recording and manual recording. When auto recording is enabled, the NVIA will take auto recording according to the recording schedule. When the record type is MD, motion detect, alarm, MD and alarm, IVS or POS. Enable the channel record function when corresponding alarm occurs. On the playback interface, we can playback the recorded videos. Click Storage to backup recordings, and mark the important playback time. Splice playback is to splice a long video into several 15-minute segment and start playback in several windows to search the object quickly. The intelligent function can be realized by AI camera or AI NVIA. If the intelligent function is realized by camera, you need to enable Smart Plan firstly, and then enable channel function and set intelligent rules. At last, check the AI function results. You can enable AI mode to show the results on the live interface, and you can also take smart search on the playback interface. For NVIDIA default, you can select the settings that you want to restore, and then click Apply. The system starts restoring the selected settings. You can also click Factory Default to restore the whole settings. Hardware Factory Default is also supported by some models. The system version shows us the device type and version information. If the system version is not the latest, please upgrade the firmware. Also, you can reset password via the QR code, email, and security questions. There are also some tips to help you solve some common problems. Question 1. Forget password. Use security question to get back the password. Use email to get back the password. Question 2. IPC channel didn't show the video on NVIDIA. In NVIDIA local menu, it will show IPC offline reason. If it shows the account is locked, please input the right password and wait for 5 minutes. Question 3. System cannot detect hard disk. 1. Hard disk is broken. 2. Hard disk ribbon is damaged. 3. Hard disk cable connection is loose. 4. Mainboard SATA port is broken. The last part is DSS installation and configuration. Here we take the DSS Express as an example, which is common for small solutions. First, install the DSS server. Set DSS server IP. Set the CMS IP as same as the server network IP address. The server will restart and all the services will be online. If offline, check whether the port is conflict. If you modified the server IP address, you need to modify the CMS IP. Click Download Client in DSS Server menu and install the client package conveniently. Input the server IP in browser to download DSS client. Open DSS Express client. The default username is system, default password is 123456. Change the password when first use. Then enter the main menu. The config management includes time sync, storage disk type, license. You can click Help to download the user manual. The DSS can also support auto search or manual add methods to add device. The live view can be split in multiple windows. Drag video channels to windows. The record playback supports playback the video record in server or from NVIDIA. Click to adjust fast and slow playback, clip the video and download. In the download center, you can download the video by time, file, tag. DSS can use the alarm source from device. Trigger the event and check event info in Event Center. Here are also some common DSS problems and solutions. Question 1. Live view device offline but device status in device management is online. DSS server change IP address but didn't update the CMS IP. Question 2. DSS server CMS services offline. Antivirus software or firewall stop the service. Server performance is not enough. Port is conflict. For more information, please check the user manual for each model.